By the time we entered the road that leads to the polling unit, there were youths around, smoking, drinking, vibing. Hello homies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Christiana Showumi, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always engaging my content. So yeah, I'm making this video because it's my first time voting ever, and I thought to share my experiences with you. So the reason why it's my first time voting is because I've always worked as an INEC ad hoc staff before now, but this year I just decided that, you know what, let INEC go and sleep. I want to exercise my voting rights as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So there were a lot of moments in the election for me, and I just thought I needed to share. So I left home around past 8 with my younger brother and with my dad. Hey guys, with my daddy. We are going to vote. My daddy is repping Nigeria. She's wearing green, white, green. Daddy, yes, say hello.
Yes, hello. Hello, my fans.
Are you obedient?
Yes,
Because we're going to vote at the same polling unit, but my mom's polling unit was different. So I came home from my husband's house to come and vote here at my parents' place. So we got to the polling units like around 8:20 something. Before 8:30 sharp, because I wanted to be there when they were going to turn on the beavers to make sure that it was on zero at the point that voting was going to commence. And we got there, but the INEC officials were not there, unfortunately. So we are at the polling unit now, and it's about 8:57, 8:47. But there's no INEC official inside. We don't know why they are not here, but there are no INEC officials inside. People are here waiting, ready to vote. So we have to wait also. In the previous years, I had always started the election at exactly 8:30 as stated by the INEC. But this year, I don't know, and that was why I left home very early. Okay, I want to be there before these guys would announce, before everybody will start voting, and before there can be some manipulations. I want to be able to watch. So we got there and the INEC officials were not there, and we were there till around past 10. Around 10, sha. Around that 10 was when we got to know that we are the wrong polling unit. Like, it was so annoying, you know, sitting for about 2 hours, waiting for the INEC officials to come, and then realizing that you are in the wrong place, or you are at the wrong place. We just said, okay. My daddy now made some calls to the people that I knew around, went to meet them. Okay, where is this polling unit? Then they gave us description. Remember that there is no movement though. So we just started walking again. And then we walked to the polling unit. And unfortunately, by the time we entered the road that leads to the polling unit, there were youths around, smoking, drinking, vibing to music, carefree about whatsoever that was going around them. And I was like, are these not the people that are supposed to come out and vote? But they were not there. And by the time we got to the polling units, Jesus, see the number of elderly people that were there. Like, it was amazing. People that were already almost 80. People that had walking sticks. They were at the polling units, sitting patiently, waiting for INEC to come. I told my dad, I was like, So in this area too, this is the voting population. Like, the youths that were in my polling unit eventually, they were not up to 20. And by youth, I'm saying people that are below 30, like, or maybe 30 in the early 30s. They were not up to 20. Including myself and my brother, we were not up to 20. Maybe 15. That 15 self, maybe I want to exaggerate. The mean age in the setting was going to be like maybe, let me say 55 or 60. That would have been the mean age if we were taking the mean of the ages of people that were there. And they were there waiting patiently. The moment the INEC bus arrived at around past 11, these people fell into line. Like, coordinated themselves. It was beautiful to see. Like, they already knew that there are two polling units there. So the first polling unit is unit 12, then my own polling unit is unit 13, and we were going to stay in front of the classrooms. So we had already like made a line, and that line was followed through. Except when the Balayin Council, that's the chiefs in the area, wanted to vote, they had to alternate one chief from the community and one person from the line, because the chiefs too were apparently elderly men, so they had to like just give them preference based on their cultural position. And then I just noticed that something was wrong and nobody was talking. So before the election started, they were trying to, stamp the ballot papers, sign, and do as advised by INEC. And then I got in a conversation with a man that was standing behind me, and he was saying, these ballot boxes, they should have changed them. And I was like, why would they change the ballot boxes when the boxes are fine? If the boxes are damaged, they will definitely replace them. But nothing is wrong with these boxes that we can see. It was like, no, they should still change it. That's the way it should be. Every election cycle, they should change. I said if they change it, they want to embezzle money. And then the guy looked at me, "You're a Labour Party, Abi?" And I said, yes. He just raised his voice. You better don't labor in vain. And you be, and you can't come. The guy was just talking and constituting nuisance. And then the people behind him were now hearing that I'm with Labour Party, I want to vote for Labour Party. They say, hey, you people, can you come? Don't waste your votes. Apparently the polling unit is an APC stronghold. Like, everybody there literally was APC. And then there was ADC. And the ADC seemed to be prepared to fight the APC people because they had 3 polling unit agents. And that was surprising. Unfortunately, the Labour Party agents whose name was on the list of agents for polling units was nowhere to be found. I want to believe that she was intimidated in that setting. Not to identify herself as the Labour Party agent, she chose to be low-key. So when we were there, my brother got into another argument with another person that was saying that the Lekki massacre did not happen. And then the person's father happens to be like the APC chieftain in that area. Like, everybody were looking up to him. When he came, everybody left their lines to go and greet him. He's the one that is going to feed them. He's the one that is going to pay them their next meal. And all of them were looking up to him. And then the man just started shouting. And everybody on both lines for the polling units drifted their attention to my brother and the man. Initially, I was like, my brother will be fine. He's a politician. Me too. I have political interests. So I was like, it will be fine. But people kept telling me that this place is not safe. There are touts around. I should just tell my brother to stomach whatever his position is, whatever his interest, that he should stomach whatever his opinion is at that instant. So I had to walk into the argument and pull my brother away. Then we returned to the line. But these people came to meet us on the line and were still shouting. And then I noticed that the party agents were right beside the INEC officials in my polling units. Meaning that I have done INEC official 4 different times. I have changed with INEC 4 different times. They were in my polling units and they were doing it the wrong way. And then I walked up to the front. What are these party agents doing right beside you guys? And they were like, and that's the way it should be. And one very elderly man who I know voted for Labour Party told me, please, just keep it to yourself. Go and join your line, vote, and leave. And then I just looked at the man. The man is well over 70. I respected him. I said, thank you very much, sir. Then I went back to the line. And then the man arguing with my brother, seeing that I had walked up to the front to challenge the INEC official, came to meet me. What am I saying? Are they not going to be there? Are they not going to monitor? Will they not give their objections? Are they not the one that will tell the people that want to vote whether they are verified or not? And I told him, sir, I don't have an issue with you. I'm not saying your agents cannot monitor the polls, but according to INEC, they should monitor from a distance, not right beside them. These people are literally between the INEC officials and the polling booths. And they could actually just peep to see wherever you are voting. In fact, these people even assisted the illiterates in the polling unit to cast their votes. which is not supposed to be. So the party agents are supposed to observe from a distance, at least 100 meters away from where the polling agents are. There was a twine that they used to do the barricade. These people were literally inside the twine on the platform in front of the classroom where the INEC agents were. I was so uneasy. I was so angry. But the man was just raising his voice, shouting, creating a scene. And then everybody were just begging myself and my brother to keep quiet. And then we just kept quiet. And I was there, just looking. And this man started pointing my brother and I out to the touts in that area. He was pointing us out. They were standing and looking at us. And they were pointing fingers. And I said, and that one, and this one. I just told my brother, he was supposed to wait till the end of the polls for them to count the result, because I was supposed to come and resume for work. So I told him, immediately after our election, after casting our votes, we are leaving for the house. Whatever they decide to do in these polling units is on them, And they were intimidated. Apparently the people that are there are illiterate. They don't have access to information. What they know is they said we should come and vote APC. And we are coming to vote APC. And yes, there was vote buying, because they kept removing people from the line to the side, to collect their account number, to do transfer to them, just to ensure that they were going to vote for APC. I felt so sad, because it just dawned on me that we are not ready for the change in leadership that we want, which is very fine. But the worst part is that the people making these decisions are elderly people whose career, whose lives have been on hold for over 10, 20 years, who are close to their graves. And then when they make these decisions for us, it is our own place to suffer for the decisions that they make. But overall, it was a peaceful voting experience. The polling unit was orderly. Aside the faults that I noticed, everything was orderly. Everybody were fine and they did well. And I did not see any sign that the polling agents were tipped. So, my dearest homies, I just thought to share this experience with you. And in case you were unable to get your voter's card for this election season, please and please, by 2025, they are going to open the portal again for registration, for transfer, for fresh registration. Please register. You don't have an excuse not to register. It is your civic responsibility to ensure that you vote the right leaders into the leadership positions. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye.